Hi, this is Brian Delaney from InstantlyNotice.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about keyword research using Market Samurai. I've been using Market Samurai for years now, and it's been an awesome tool for researching keywords on the fly. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put in PPC management for starters. Okay, this is the very first step. You're going to add a new keyword and you're going to update Market Samurai. And the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to generate keywords. Okay, let's do another keyword just so you can see the true process. PPC services. Okay, PPC services. Now we're going to update Market Samurai, continue to hit keyword research. Now this is the first screen that you're going to see when you're using Market Samurai. You're going to see a screen with one keyword. Now what we're going to want to do is we could add keywords. We could use positive keywords such as buy or negative keywords such as free. Alright, now it'll exclude all of the keywords that are produced in the report, okay, in Market Samurai. It'll remove all of the words that have to do with free, which I don't want anything that has to do with free coming out the gate. Okay, I want buyer targeted keywords. So we're going to keep buy in there. And you don't have to do anything in those boxes. You can leave them completely blank and it'll just generate a massive list of keywords. Okay, so what we're going to first want to do though is we're going to want to click generate keywords right up here in the right hand corner. This is going to generate a list of keywords that are related to PPC services. So everything that's related, okay, or remotely related, it's going to start pulling PPC services and other related keywords into the result. So you can see it's pulled in free SEO, and we don't want anything to do with SEO. Okay, we don't want anything to do with local SEO services. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll delete anything out of here that we don't really want to analyze. Okay, so cheap SEO doesn't make any sense. Best SEO services, best SEO company, best SEO, best PPC management services. That would be awesome. Okay, affiliate marketing is just really too broad. Advertising companies, that's iffy. Ad agency, okay, those are two good broad keywords, right? Again, free SEO, local SEO services. Let's see what else is not relevant. Okay, now I could go through this whole list. It's not a huge list of keywords here. Okay, I can go through this huge list, but let's do some keyword analysis first. Now, the very first thing you're going to see is all of these points of data. Total searches from an organic perspective, SEO traffic per day. What I'd like to do is put that to 0. Okay, just completely delete the numbers out of that box. I'll do phrase to broad, and then I'll click that keyword as well. Okay. Now I can decide if I want to select Majestic Competition. Okay, it'll pull that data. Okay, that's just going to take too long, and it really doesn't matter. What I'm really looking for here is the SEO value, if it can pull it. I'm looking for the average AdWords cost per click, and I'm looking for the AdWords click-through rates. Okay, so let's go ahead, analyze keywords. We're going to let Market Samurai go to work for us. It's going to fetch a bunch of data for us, and it's going to come back with some data. So we'll be back in one moment. Alright, we're back. The results are in. As you can see, this chart is loaded with data. Alright, this is awesome. We're going to still want to continue to comb through this, as search engine optimization has nothing to do with PPC services, and neither does SEO services. Okay, so we're going to want to go through this list, and we're going to want to kill any keywords that don't belong. Right? Okay, so after that's done, let's go ahead through the process, because I don't have the time to kill all the keywords that don't make sense. Let's go to some keywords that make a lot of sense, and what I'm looking for next, I'm looking for groups of keywords. Keywords in a cluster that are related to one another. So PPC management services relates to PPC services, right? Pay-per-click management services, pay-per-click marketing services, right? These are all related keywords, and so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a cluster of these keywords so that I can take that cluster and I can do very targeted advertising to those keywords. So the point of this video is I wanted to show you how to use Market Samurai, but I wanted you to start to think like success thinks. Okay, when we think about campaigns and we think about keywords, we're not just looking at these big, broad keywords. I'm looking for buyer targeted keywords. And when it tells me over here that the average cost per click is $49, that's telling me that pay-per-click management services as a keyword is worth a lot of money. There's a lot of money in PPC management services. Okay? Because there's a lot of competition. That competition drove up the bid price. This is an auction we're working on here from Google, and they bid the average cost per click being almost $50. Okay? Can you imagine? Now, falling at $5.46 is SEO training, which again has nothing to do with PPC services, but that's a huge drop from $50 to $5.46. Now, it still has some value, right? It still is not worth 70 cents or 20 cents or not even be able to read it. Okay, it still has some value. Okay, SEO India, not so much value, right? Let's see what else. 64 cents. What is marketing? Right, not a lot of value there because it's hard to position that as a buyer keyword. Everything is a funnel. So people are searching for your keywords online right this very moment. And you know, if you were a PPC management or PPC services company, if what is marketing comes through as a search result for your website and you're strictly talking about pay-per-click services, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not that very relevant to that keyword. Now, if you have a page that is dedicated on your site to what is marketing, then that's what's going to show up in the search engines because that makes the most sense and that's what's most relevant, which is what Google wants to deliver to every website visitor. Relevance and authority. Okay? So that's why what I like to do is I like to create pages around categories of keywords. Okay? Clusters, groups of keywords that all make sense. PPC services, PPC management services, PPC advertising services, PPC management services, marketing services, okay? All of these related keywords to PPC services because you're likely to buy. If you search for PPC management services, you are very likely to at least check us out, right? You're at least likely to check us out and to see what our brand is all about. This is the process of selecting keywords. Okay, this is the way that successful people think about keyword research and marketing to people through that particular keyword. It helps you to really truly identify who your perfect customer is because you know the type of keywords that they're searching for. And when you know the type of keywords that they're searching for, you can plant the seed in their mind, and whether it's your product or whether it's your service, that's going to add value to their life. Because I hope you are someone who adds tremendous value to the world, the products that you create or the services that you offer. The moral of keyword research is to get as hyper targeted to your buyer and your potential market as possible. Okay? There's tons of keywords out there. You could probably have 1,000 different keywords out there that could be driving traffic, leads, and business for your business, for yourself, and for your family. So, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment on our website at instantlynoticed.com. Instantlynoticed.com. We look forward to answering any questions that you have about using Market Samurai, about keyword research, about pinpointing on your perfect buyers and your perfect customers. We can help you. So visit instantlynoticed.com. Thank you for watching this video and for sticking with me through it. Have an amazing day, and we look forward to seeing you reaching more customers. This is Brian Delaney. Thank you.